There you go, friends. Boy, I hope this didn't happen to you last night here in North Jersey, but Sandy and I had quite a scare. Maybe I would imagine our neighbors and friends in our neck of the woods maybe had the same problem. It was gee, it had gotten dark, so I'm guessing it was around 8 o'clock or so, something like that. All of us we are just kind of lounging around watching a little TV. I might have been working on one thing or another, and all of a sudden, pretty much out of nowhere, there was this wild wind, and and you could hear creaking. I think there might have been a bit of a limb come down, not a big one, but a little bit of a limb came down, and I went running out to see if anything was really going crazy, and indeed it was. Very, very windy. And all of a sudden I look, and we have a spot where we put the garbage cans. Okay, we have two metal garbage cans. You have a typical round garbage can with the lid on top, and then we have the garbage can like the, uh, the garbage man brings. It's like something they can pick up, and the garbage truck driver doesn't have to go out and lift it. He just catches it, and the whole thing gets shook and laid down again. It's all mechanical. Saves having a guy on board, I guess, a fellow garbage man. You get by with one instead of two. And I go running out, and outside there we've got the light on, can hardly see, but in the cans I believe were up, waiting to be picked up this morning. Whew. All of a sudden, an even stronger gust of wind comes, and I look, and here comes that big garbage can with two other metal cans right behind it, with the lids. I think I had the lids went sailing. I think we did find them this morning, but for a while there it was like garbage can lids flying through the air, and that big one's rolling and tipping and tumbling. Contents are blowing all over the place. Yeah, there was. Um, it was just amazing, and it's all coming right for me. I had to actually turn and retreat for a little bit there, and then try to gather what I could catch. But oddly enough, the big can, the one that would normally be the shaker, um, it just it was just rolling. They have wheels, and it was eventually it tumbled, and not much, but a little bit got out, and then that's they're trying to catch that. It was like if you're watching a soccer game and they have that where the goalie has to watch. They come at him with they're going to try to kick a goal, and he's got to catch the ball. It was almost sort of like that, only in the dark, and there was certainly no one applauding. and and then I think we had lights go out a bit. I think they came back on, but I think we did have it. It was a wild night, and of course all last night every time I heard the wind blow, I kept waiting for that horrendous rumble of a runaway garbage can again. Um, Eventually, what I did was I kind of laid them down. Figured the lower they were, the better. They weren't that full to begin with, so just prayed they wouldn't go tumbling into the river, the Musconetcong, because gosh, how would I even get them out the next morning? That water's pretty darn cold, and it's not necessarily shallow. And I see my garbage cans floating end over end down the stream, and the big one, heaven knows, where that would wind up. And of course, all night I'm wondering, gee, if I lose that garbage can, do I got to pay for it? The things that cross your mind at night. Uh, I guess we found the lids. The lids were like flying saucers, on the metal cans, and luckily the lid was on top of it was attached to the garbage truck to our garbage services gift can. So it worked out okay, but I think some garbage did just kind of break free and is, well, heaven knows where it is now. Windy as it was, it's probably in Staten Island. It was it was very windy for about a half hour, and then it went away. I don't think there was any rain. It was just wind, and it was. I kept. I think a branch or two came down. Not many, but enough. I mean, one. I wouldn't want to get hit by even a small branch. Get right down to it. Depending on how it hits you. It was, and we did. Luckily, the wind was coming from an area that if a limb did break loose, I think it would hit the ground before it hit the house. It wasn't like the trees right near the house were ready to fall. If they were to have fallen, they would have fallen away from the house. So we were okay there. It was just, of course, you worry about your car. I know one day I come out, not recently, but it was a year or two ago, come out and a doggone limb sticking right through my windshield. Yeah, big help. Boy, that's expensive to take care of. Luckily, insurance covered it. But then again, I think insurance went up afterwards too. It's, man, I don't know. It was, and for a while, the night was howling. It was the stuff nightmares are made of. I mean, if this was, oh gosh, out there in Vampire Land, you'd be you wouldn't want to go outside unless you had a whole bunch of garlic smeared all over your neck. I mean, really, it's amazing. But come the dawn, everything was sweet and peaceful. Picked up what few pieces we had to pick up, and everything's back safe and sound. And there you go. I guess we'll live. But wow, it was like being in a. It's kind of like being a soccer goalie in the dark. Yeah, it was kind of like that. And it wasn't like you're trying to catch a soccer ball. You're trying to, yeah, trying to stop a garbage can and its contents. I think a few gallon jugs got by me, and heaven knows where they are. They could be in the Delaware River by now. Hope not, but they could be. We did our best. We did our best. They just disappeared into the night. You know, nothing you could do. God, you could be in the middle of that woods that we have behind the house, and tree limb come down on you. They wouldn't even know where you were. Find you in the morning, all kind of weird looking, and maybe breathing, maybe not. So I was kind of glad to get back in, and I got to thinking my side of the bedroom is where the wind was hitting. Kept waiting for a doggone log to cold conk me in my sleep. None of that happened, thank heaven. But it was a wild night. It really was. It'd be a bad day for a Boy Scout camping trip, I can tell you that. In any case. I'll see you later. Okay. God bless. I hope you got through the night too. Anyone in North Jersey, I think, got that wind. And it was very impressive. Very impressive. I'll see you later. Bye now.